Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willardsey might get an answer about these butterflies. Well, look what we have here. Bombarda. Propendo. Glacius. Propendo.
You won't knock this one loose, and I'd not try if I were you.
Bombarda. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Nobody wants
Revelio.
to run in that school, Phineas. You hear me?
Please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterfly.
Hello, Miss Willitsy.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
I did, and I followed them into the forest, but I'm afraid there was nothing to see.
Oh, I see. Nonetheless, I'm grateful that you tried. It was very brave of you, really. Well, thank you. You take care, my friend.
Revelio.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Must we? It seems a lot of trouble to go to for a creature we've already rescued.
We should see this through. Let me find out where she is. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. Ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it. Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his...
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. I think that one hurt.
Isn't Nora Treadwell's precious little guardian? Shame you're dying. Thought we'd forget about that goblin helm you nicked.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
What do you think you're doing?
You're not going to do that stupid trick.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
I shan't be having none of your nonsense. Leave me like that again and you'll soon find yourself with now but poachers.
Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spice.
Revelio.
The Ministry ought to loosen the reins on the dark arts. No better protection. Come here, crupmate.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprossel mentioned. Your poaching days are over. Revelio. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Bombarda.
Getting there. Just a few more hawk lumps to harvest. Revelio. Almost there. One more hawk lump to harvest. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or hold it all together.
Bombarda.
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Bombarda.
Almost there. One more hawk lump to harvest. Either I'll have to fight the troll, or hold it all together.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Defender. Defender. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Defender. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus.
Should think they felt that in London. Revelio. Hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio. Incendio.
I have some
Accio.
location of our Hebridean dragon friend and
Bombarda.
Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Revelio. Revelio.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sorona. Find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. Knowing a meat, he's likely studied here. Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sirona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. This looks intriguing.
Accio.
Is that Inferior's wearing a wooden jumper? That must be Bardolph.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio.
I'm not sure what what really happened to him.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next. It's like a place right out of...
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I'm afraid he's joined the Ashwinders and has no interest in returning.
What? No, this can't be. He was seeking their advice, that's all.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph! My dear, dear
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. My apologies. I've not been myself since we last met. Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. It's Ranrock I have to thank for losing Bardolph. If only I could somehow rid our hamlet of these monsters. I'm simply at my wit's end.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Baldolph and I grew up here. I can't believe he's never coming home. Part of me wants to avenge the loss of my brother, whilst another part of me simply wants to hide.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
One less human to worry about.
Accio!
No! I will make you.
Expelliarmus! Accio!
I won't rest. Such arrogance.
Bardolph, you wouldn't have left without saying goodbye.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
You will regret coming here. Someone, you will regret coming here.
Incendio!
No! Stop avoiding me! Over here!
Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
I will make you.
Accio!
Seems your eyes.
Protego!
One camp down, one more to go.
Revelio!
One less human to worry about.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio!
That was pitiful!
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
I shall avenge death! What an unfortunate disappointment!
You will regret coming here. Such arrogance. Let's get it.
You won't get away with that.
Accio! Expelliarmus!
I shall avenge. Are you quite finished?
Bombarda! Glacius!
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
I do miss the bustle of business.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
I wish my brother could have done what you did. Perhaps he'd still be with me now. I'm especially grateful. You did, for Bardolph, what I could not. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Thank you. Sincerely.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Nothing to identify, for now at least.
Revelio.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenwell potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Pardon me?
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello. I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop, and Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain, as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Dissony to Mooncalf fur. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the best price. Just ask Mistress Mason.
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly. Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right. I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Perhaps. It depends upon your terms.
I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I am quite capable of owning a shop, I can assure you. I should think you'd be happy to have a buyer.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Ha! Your faith in me is overwhelming. You're sorely mistaken if you think I'm going to fail.
There's that confidence again. And, of course, I wish you every success. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money, and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Well, wait a minute. Brave? Perhaps this isn't a good idea.
Oh, I only meant that it takes metal to run one's own shop. You seem to have it in spades.
Ah, of course. And you're right. Shall I head directly to the shop then?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Revelio. Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Reparo.
Oh, nothing like a bit of hard work. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Revelio. Revelio. That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here?
Revelio.
That's not very hospitable.
Oh, goody. Someone to play with. You seem a cunning sort. What fun this must be. For
Revelio.
at least.
Glacius. Lumos.
That's new. Onwards, I suppose. What in the...
Who's there? Revelio. Lumos.
Bats. Lovely.
Lumos.
Seems as if I should hang something there.
Revelli.
These lanterns must belong somewhere.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Perhaps the lanterns...
How
Revelli.
enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides here to my story. And you'll have to complete both to get to the end. I simply adore these things, don't you?
Revelli.
You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
Bombarda.
I wonder if I need to place lanterns in these doors.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to h3. Nighty-night!
Incendio.
But this is a bit... That was the wrong square. I wonder if the chess pieces on the board indicate where I can't go.
Hoping you'd fall for me, but this is
Perhaps I can find a way to reveal the path. Perhaps I can find a way to reveal the path. That wasn't too difficult.
Oh, goodness! I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around longer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
Oh, I'm afraid
Revelio.
of the dark.
Accio.
Doesn't worry you that I can see you, but you can't see me. It should. I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable for what's in store.
Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. 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 Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Defender. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark. Doesn't worry that I can see you, but you can't see me. It should.
Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable. What's in store, do I?
Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. 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 Revelio.
A worthy playmate. Well done.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Incendio.
Playmate. Well done.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Accio. Accio. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this?
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Revelio.
The scholarly. You need more than you can learn from books to best me.
Accio. Revelio.
I wonder if I need to place lanterns to open these doors.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Bombarda. Glacius. Bombarda. Revelio.
Chosen the scholarly route. More than you've learned from books to best me.
Lumos.
Oh, deja vu.
Lumos.
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
What was that?
Incendio. Incendio. Lumos.
Oh, how nice of him to pop.
Lumos.
Stupid one.
Incendio. Incendio. Revelio. Lumos.
Home, sweet home.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda. Flipendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Perhaps I should pull the anti-work to cause the room to rotate again.
Revelio.
All books and no clay make one quite dull.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now!
Lumos. Revelio.
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin! That's just Captain, but Captain.
Protego. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
once try seeing things from my point of view. Finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I wouldn't call it fun, really.
Wouldn't you? To each their own, I suppose.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail, specifically?
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait. Did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.